Hello. The building over there is an abandoned Shari restaurant on Beltline Road in Springfield, Oregon. This time we'll be exploring the inside. So let's take a look at it. Shari again. As you can see, the signs are still around. All the windows and doors are boarded up, which isn't a surprise. At the same time, it is unfortunate. It's a beautiful day outside. Here would have been the restaurant entrance. I am about to go in magically. Here we go. Ta-da, we are officially inside an abandoned Shari's. Right now we are seeing a vestibule. This former Shari had two entrances in front of the building, one on each side. Some of the other Shari locations had two doors, while most of the others had just one. I'm seeing that there are no notices on either door stating that they are closed. Odd. Now let's get into the lobby. Here we are. This partial vaulted ceiling looks so beautiful. Same thing for the hanging light fixture. Amazing. There used to be a vacancy right here. Same thing on the other side too. Don't know why the ceilings got removed. They should have stayed behind anyway. Here we have the empty pie display between both sides of the registers. They only had different kinds of pies, with no other desserts like cinnamon rolls, muffins, or cookies. Honestly, I think Shari should have had more dessert options years ago instead of focusing only on pies. Here what the dining area looks like. It looks to be in great condition. Anyway, I want to say this building was built between 1994 and 1995. Then it got a huge renovation sometimes in 2015. Wow, those ceilings are getting worn out. Of course, corporate wasn't gonna spend money fixing those things up just to save money. As far as I know, this location ended up closing in September 2024. By the way, I actually came here a few times with my sister and her husband before it shut down. The first time was either late 2013 or 2014. We came here one morning for breakfast and I remember the place being pretty busy. If I remember correctly, there was a busing station in the middle of the dining area before the renovation, where the tables and chairs are now. I believe all the booths used to be green as well. The second time we came here was in 2015 at night. I didn't have dinner, but had breakfast instead, which included scrambled eggs, pancakes, and hash browns. However, the scrambled eggs weren't good and I don't think I finished them at all. I don't remember whether it was my idea or my sister's to eat at Shari's, but I felt bad that I didn't finish the food. Here we got the presentation station at the right. A counter blocking the sink. It's an incredibly weird setup, like one person was meant to do only one job. This isn't the first time I have seen this setup. I have seen it at other renovated former Shari locations. There's the exit door. It's good to know that the exit light is working as should be. The servers used to get water from the water dispenser. Oh hey, look what I found on the counter. There are two notice sheets about the restaurant's closure.
That one is also out of business.
I happen to have a video of the other former Shari's in Springfield. If you haven't seen it, the link is in the description below. I have been there once in 2018 and my breakfast was good. Here we got a soda fountain. I wonder if there's some liquid left or not. Either way, we're in a service passageway. They used to be able to get customers drink, fill out their orders, and whatnot. There used to be a PA system over here. If I'm correct, all employees had to clock in and using the PA system. Anyway, my third visit here on another night was either in late 2015 or 2016. I remember bringing my iPad to play some games while we were waiting for our food. I think my breakfast was good at the end. For some reason, some glass panels on the pie display cabinet have been removed. Don't know why. Maybe they were broken. where you already stood. Actually, I just remember that my old local series in Salem once offered cinnamon rolls. I think that was the case at all locations, including this one. Never tried the cinnamon rolls, only had the apple pie. I regret not trying other kinds of pies. Here we got the entrance to the kitchen, which we're going to explore later. Not gonna lie, the building still looks brand new to me. There's a chair and a closet right next to your bathrooms. Just basically nothing in there. And the cleaning supply would have been on the shelves. At the bottom, there was likely a vacuum and whatnot. Man, look at the floor tiles. That's old school. Let's check the restrooms. Not surprised that those two doors have keycode locks. Here's the women's room. Got two sinks on the right. The counter is sort of dirty, yeah, as you can see. No bueno. Got one toilet here. Ew, that's nasty. No water in the bowl at all. Oh, look at this decal on the stall. That's interesting. Got another toilet over here as well. Again, this one is dirty with no water inside. I'm sure the water is turned off anyway. Let's head out now. This has got to be the worst bathroom ever in our seriousness though. We're gonna check the men's room. Get the restroom sign just like the other door. Uh-oh, seems like the door is locked. Let me try the code. Oh man, we can't enter the men's room. Here's another bison station. Again, another PA assistant used to be there. Nope, no paper towels coming out of the dispenser. What a shame. I believe that small booth is where we sat the second time I came here in 2015 when my accident case good. Can't believe that was so long ago, yet I remember it clearly. It just doesn't feel the same anymore now that there are no more Sharis left in Oregon. Still more about students getting torn apart. Shari still exists, but can only be found in Washington, Idaho, and California. Other than that, I remember my sister's husband tried applying as a server at a few Sharis like this one and the one on West 11 in Eugene. He was able to get an interview at both restaurants, but in the end, he was rejected. Phew, the lights aren't working anymore. It's a little spooky in here. Crazy me, but I actually thought my sister's husband was the manager of this restaurant because I saw he was wearing formal clothes. I was so wrong. I didn't know he never got a job. If he had gotten a job at either this location or the one in West 11, I'm sure he could have worked for a few years before the restaurant company went downhill. Anyway, this area here is the former video poker service. There used to be 6 slot machines back then. Before this kind of service existed, there used to be an additional dining spaces. There would have been several more booths before they were removed. You can see the wood paneling on the wall at the bottom where the outlets are. Very retro, don't you agree? I like how they even painted over the wood paneling with orange. We got dark green wall as well. Can't believe Shari still won over $100,000 by the Oregon lottery. That's a lot, Jesus Christ. Not only that, they were also behind on bills like utilities, rent, vendors, and so on. The cost is trapped into every Shari, unfortunately. The former CEO Sammy Obagisa should be ashamed of himself for not caring about the company. Screw him, he's such a coward. Anyway, let's check this closet. What was that? Not gonna lie, that was kinda terrifying. I think there could be some animals living inside the structures. Who knows? We got a ladder that goes up to the roof, including the attic. The closet light won't turn on, so I'm using my phone's flashlight. I would love to go up to the roof, but I don't have time. Wasn't expecting the noises in the closet. Creepy. Now we're about to get into the kitchen. Here we are. This section over here is your bakery department. Hundreds of thousands of pies were made throughout the decades. At some point, they stopped making pies, started buying Shari's or Larry's pies, and the baker would simply add toppings. You could find your exact pie brand at your grocery store. No kidding. Here we have a large ice machine. Pretty sure there's nothing inside. There's a kitchen typical layout. Let's check the freezer room. Just empty shelves. The fans are turned off, which is good. Meats, fruits, vegetables, and other items from Safeco had to be neatly organized here at one point. We're done with the freezer. The inside smells real at the same time. Over here, there used to be a few racks for the kitchenware. I thought they were gonna leave racks behind after the restaurant closed down. There used to be this washing machine here, but they got rid of it. Just sure if you're losing some equipment from some company. Oh, that's it for now.
Wow. That's insane.
I'm sure the health inspector wouldn't like to see that if the restaurant was still operating. They are very strict on just about everything. That's the other thing that we said earlier near the busing station. It's interesting that nearly every Shari has a ground-up building setup looks the same, obviously. Such an iconic restaurant back then. Let's check the other freezer room. Here we are. Yet the light won't turn on just like the other freezer room. More empty show as usual. Again, fans are running. At least the electricity is being saved. There are 2 plates left behind. I don't know if they are clean or not. They shouldn't be in there at all. Although I would like to bring them home with me. Take a look at this. That's pretty cool. I bet they don't work anymore. We're done with the second freezer room. Over there is where cooks used to prepare breakfast, lunch, and dinner throughout the years. There were probably a lot of workers when the restaurant got busy. Sometimes the food was great, sometimes it wasn't. That's the screen that we saw earlier when we were at the register. See? Anyway, I was reading some reviews online about this place earlier. One review stood out to me is that a guy mentioned that the restaurant was very dirty, especially the windows, boots, and walls. In the bathroom, he said the toilet hooker was left open and the soap dispenser was broken. He wondered where the employees washed their hands before returning to work. He added that the food was fine, but he only noticed one waitress handling everything at once. I don't know if there were any soap left in the dispenser near the kitchen sink. Here's the employees' break area. The window metal got broken and is now boarded up. There used to be papers on the bulletin board. This room here is the manager's office. Got some papers and binders on the desk. I guess the people were in a hurry cleaning the place and somehow forgot they left those things behind. As much as I would like to take them home as souvenirs, there just isn't enough space in my bedroom. The safe box is still there. Sadly, no coins and dollar bills inside. The file cabinet is gone. Got package and mask on the shelf. They're in good condition. Must be from COVID era. The shelf looks kinda old. Got a broken window here. Not good. The area hasn't been next to the test. Wonder what this thing is. Interesting. Pens, sticky notes, papers, and whatnot used to be here. Oh shoot, that looks like blood to me on the floor. I don't know if it really is or not. There are a bunch of wires on the top shelf. Those were for the Wi-Fi router, security cameras, and other types. Let's check this tray storage space. There used to be coffee mix, breads, and other things, if I'm correct. Got a bunch of dollars as well. That thing is for the soda pop fountain. There would have been a few boxes of soda connected to the white and transparent hoses. Calligraphy inside. That's crazy. I bet there are holiday decorations here as well. Oh look, there's a broken wall near the floor. Too bad, the place is falling apart. I can see why Shari was failing so miserably. Done with this room. By the way, I almost forgot to mention that I have a video of the abandoned Shari's on West 11 and another one on Division Avenue in Eugene. If you haven't seen those footages yet, feel free to watch them too. I like those floor tiles had in the way they're visible. The circuit breaker door is crooked, which is not good. I think this was a hazard. Got the exit door over there. This room is generally a closet for the kitchen. Light won't turn on. Too bad. The mop and other things would have been here at one point. The floor mop station is very filthy. I want to show you something. This is some kind of vacuum thing attached to the wall. Wonder if it still works or not. Let's check the final room across the mini hall. This must be the water heater closet. Since the place is falling apart, I don't know if the water heater was working properly. Let's just hope it was prior to shut down. I can still see the broken wall down there. Somebody was eating food from IHOP here. That's very weird. Ironically, there's an IHOP across the road. Let's just hope there's nobody inside. And that'll be it. That's gonna wrap up the video. Make sure to like, comment, and share. Thanks for watching, and until next time, see you on the other side.